bago. Yun ang ginagawa ng isang human being. Tsaka on top of that, meron naman akong mga kilalang people of their generation who are able to understand and progress as people. Madalas sinasabi ng mga LGBTQ na similar stance sa kanila. Hayaan mo na lang sila. Basta ikaw, happy ka. Basta wala kang sinasaktan.
So, ang context po nito mga Lods, yung interview ni Mama Rene at saka ni
Yung edad mo.
nitong si Rene Salud kay Tony Gonzaga, Tony Fowler. Daddy Rob, itago mo yan. So, ang sinasabi niya
Hindi mo na
dito,
kaya magbago bilang
dun sa yung first half lang nito, sinasabi lang niya na medyo antiquated yung position ni Mama Ricky at saka ni Mama Rene dahil since sila ay mga boomers, sinabi niya yun, sila ay mga boomers, they tend to adjust to the society. So, ang pinaka main question ko dito or thesis question ko dito is what do you want more? Kasi it seems like na your position here, ma'am, is you lack rights. So what are more rights that you want, di ba? Ganun lang, okay. So punta tayo dito.
On top of that, meron naman bading ako kaya para matanggap ako sa society, kailangan mag-adjust ako sa ibang tao. Yan, hindi nila na-unlearn. Pero alam mo yun, 2025 na eh. And para sa akin hindi excuse yung edad mo para sabihin hindi mo na kaya magbago bilang tao. Kasi lahat tayo nagbabago. Yun ang ginagawa ng isang human being. Tsaka on top of that, meron naman akong mga kilalang people of their generation who are able to understand and progress as people. Madalas sinasabi ng mga LGBTQ na similar stance sa kanila. Hayaan mo na lang sila. Basta ikaw, happy ka. Basta wala kang sinasaktan.
Yun. Kasi nga, ang gusto ng mga LGBTQ is mapasa yung SOGI bill na tinatawag. SOGI bill that will grant them marriage rights, legal marriage rights sa partner nila na LGBT din. Well, eto lang ito kasi yung pagkakaintindi ko and I thank Fiscal EJ for explaining this. Meron kasing sa Constitution natin, may tinatawag kasi na social justice. Now, ano yan in a nutshell? Those who have more in life, those who have less in life should have more in law. A perfect example nito is yung ayuda, yung 4Ps, di ba? Sino lang ba yung may mga qualified lang makatanggap ng ayuda? Not everyone can avail the ayuda. Halimbawa, middle class ka, hindi ka pwedeng kumuha ng ayuda sa gobyerno because you do not qualify. You are not an indigent. So, if you say that you lack rights, it means that you are marginalized dito sa ating mundo or dito sa ating bansa. Diba? So, yun yung idea eh. So, in what respect are you marginalized dito sa ating bansa? Is there discrimination sa inyo? Well, there is already laws that protects you from discrimination. Halimbawa, yung bawal bastos law. From harassment, there are laws that protects you from harassment. Online, offline, by deed or by words or by publication, all of this, meron kayong protection similar to heterosexual genders. So, what more do you need? Kasi basically lang naman, ang pino-point out nila Mama Ricky doon, mag-adjust lang kayo. Mag-adjust lang kayo doon sa society na ginagalawan natin and be happy with what you have right now. Kasi, meron laging pushback. Even ako naman kasi, kung okay ako sa same-sex marriage, pero iniintindi ko din yung karamihan ng Pilipino dito. I tend to empathize with most Filipinos na galing sa traditional homes, na meron silang strong religious fundamentals, and galing sila sa mga, halimbawa sa mga sectarian school or yung mga Catholic school na they only allow a certain people to get married. So, fundamentally, it's very hard to change that. Kaya nga ang position ko, if you wanna talk about that, maybe the right approach is to educate the masses first about your stance. Okay? And then and only then can we have a critical talk dito. Kasi ang lumalabas sa akin kasi, etong mga ganito, it's very imposing. Hindi siya about tolerance, hindi siya about acceptance. It's an imposition of a position. Imposition of a position na personally ako, I have a hard time na it will be you will have a hard time explaining this to the regular Joe or regular Juan and regular Maria na merong traditional background, 'di ba? And most Filipinos have that. Ilan ba yung Kristiyano dito sa ating sa Pilipinas, 80%. Ilan ng Muslim? 20%, or maybe even, I don't know the correct statistics, pero most have a very rooted religious background, di ba? Tuloy natin. Ay, ano ba yan? Nawala.
To an extent, tama din naman. But are you really living life if you are living it on somebody else's terms? Buhay mo ba talaga yun?
What do you mean by somebody else's term? We all follow the law, 'di ba? So, kasi yung constitution was constructed by heterosexual people. Kasi nga kunyari sa marriage, ang definition lang doon, man and woman. So if you are a man, you cannot marry another man. Kasi nga man and woman yung yung definition nun. So you cannot have a civil union between two man or two woman. Pero you can be legal partners with all the same rights ng isang kasal na tao, 'di ba? It's just, alam mo yun, extra steps lang yung kailangan yung gawin. The society does not need to adjust sa lahat ng whims nyo. Kasi nga, hindi pa ready yung society natin to talk about it. Siguro, kung everyone thinks na openly, parang mga Risa Ontiveros, Leni Robredo sila mag-isip na progressive, baka pwede pa nating pag-usapan yan under hindi not under false pretense, 'di ba? Kasi ano bang nangyayari ngayon? Pag nag-usap tayo niyan, yes, you tolerate it, pero behind the scene, ayaw mo talaga na magkaroon ng kasal ang lalaki-lalaki or ang babae-babae, di ba? Tuloy natin.
Yun, if wala kang karapatang pantao dahil sa pagkatao mo.
Yan,
You can't truly
ulit.
living life if you are living it on somebody else's terms. Buhay mo ba talaga yun if wala kang karapatang pantao dahil sa pagkatao mo? You can't...
Meron naman kayong karapatang pantao. Kunyari, yung tibo, hindi naman yung Magna Carta for Women, pwede pa rin naman niyang gamitin yun. 'Di ba? Hindi naman siya na-disqualify doon. Actually, kung yung bawal bastos law is actually a very gender sensitive law. Ibig sabihin, kung lalaki ka, nang bastos ka ng gay, yung gay person na yun, pwede niyang gamitin yung bawal bastos law doon sa tao na yun. So, you are not disqualified to anything dito sa ating bansa except for getting married with the same gender. That's all. Kasi fundamentally, ang intindi ko nung binabasa ko yung definition ng marriage sa constitution natin, it's a sacred act. It's sometimes it's a very sacred act between a man and a woman. Union siya. So, alam mo yun, kinonsider yan ng mga framers ng constitution natin when they're making our constitution, when they are defining what marriage is. May religious context yon, ibig sabihin. Hindi natin pwedeng tanggalin yon. Pero hindi pwede pa rin naman kayong ikasal, hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas. Doon sa mga nag-aalaw ng same-sex marriage, 'di ba? Dito mahirap pa 'yan. So kailangan yung bigyan ng oras yung mga tao to at least understand your position. Kasi if you try to impose these arguments right now, wala talaga tayong pupuntahan yan. The best way to solve this is through education. Imbis na ipasa nyo yung SOGI bill, how about SOGI education? Yun muna, dun muna tayo, and let's integrate that to certain levels of educational learning sa mga simulan natin sa mga senior high. Tas sa elementary, let's make them aware that there are certain people like this. Diba? Dahan-dahan lang. Kasi wag biglaan. Kasi pag biglaan talaga, magkakaroon ng pushback. Sila mamarinig kasi, they have already resigned their position. Marunong kasi silang mag-adjust doon sa current system natin. Hindi nila gini-give up yung rights nila. They just know na siguro nung naintindihan ko yon, nung choice naman nila na maging ganon, 'di ba? It's not, sabi nyo nga, hindi yan nature it's more of a choice yung pagiging LGBT. Or at least kung nararamdaman mong LGBT ka, go lang. But again, hindi naman kayo disqualified sa mga karapatang pangtao. Yung fundamental rights ni Nico David at saka yung fundamental rights mo, madam, parehas pa rin. Now, do you want extra rights? Yun ba yung gusto nyo because you are LGBT? Now, that's what, dapat yun yung sabihin nyo. Nakulang pa yung rights nyo, human rights nyo, and kailangan nyo pa ng something above that. Dapat yun yung iklaro nyo dito sa argumento na to. I do not fault etong si Ricky Reyes at saka si Rene Salud for having that position of adjustment. Yun yung sa kanila eh. Magaling sila mag-adjust dun sa society na ginagalawan nila. And they understand, they respect the position of the church, they respect the position of the state and its people, most of its people, that marriage should only be between man and woman at this point in time. But if you wanna change that, make first, ipaalam nyo muna yung inyong movement sa mga tao. Simulan nyo doon sa mga bata, simulan nyo sa matatanda, and then sumunod na yung mga matatanda. Yung mga guro, ipaalam nyo yan. Kasi we will never have an intelligent conversation if our idea of LGBT is very different from one generation to the next. Ilagay muna natin lahat na nakakaintindihan tayo kung ano yung gusto nyo. Kasi mismong si Ricky Reyes at saka si Rene Salud and this person na member din yata ng LGBTQ is magkakaiba sila ng position. See, within their group, there is already friction. There are already counter acting ideas sa loob ng kanilang grupo, di ba? So, anong dapat natin gawin dito? Let's educate first. Let us not impose, 'di ba? Kung if yes, you are accepted and you are tolerated but do not impose your position. Anyway, mga kamads, mga kaibigan, panoorin niyo na lang po siya. Ang pangalan po ng kanyang page ay Bel Rodolfo. Ito po siya. So and meron siyang IG and whatnot. And it's a very insightful naman yung sinabi niya, kaso nga lang talaga mas kinikilingan ko talaga yung sinabi ni Mama Rene at saka ni Mama Ricky kay Tony Gonzaga. Yun lang naman po yung sa akin for today, mga lord.